Okay, everyone, we are live. Thank you guys for coming out again. This is our second week celebrating Black History Month, and I'm going to let the young ladies speak. Go ahead, guys.
You want me to go
Yeah,
first?
go ahead, go ahead.
Oh, I just want to say, hey guys, I'm Trisha from At Home with Trisha here on YouTube and also on Instagram. And I'm just so excited to be here today to
It's
talk to you
echoing.
guys about Black history. Can you hear me?
It might be
It's
somebody.
lagging.
Yes, somebody is echoing. Does everybody have YouTube off?
Let me.
Yeah, I'm not on YouTube.
Okay, try. And how about now?
How's that? Is that better?
Okay, it's not echoing now. I'm sorry. I think it was my end.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Guys, it's trial and error. We're all learning
Yes.
here. So
Hmm.
nobody's perfect, and we're all trying to figure this out. We're all pretty new with our channels, right?
Yes.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, I like mistakes because if I don't do a mistake, that means that I'm not trying hard enough.
Correct. But it happened. Trial and error. I learned best that way. Trial and error.
You
Yeah,
you do, and doing a lot of interviews, you do as
Hmm.
well. You'll learn, you'll figure it out.
yeah, it's gonna happen.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say hello to a few people in the chat. Actually, I'll let one of you guys do it. You could say hello to a couple people in the chat if you don't mind.
I see Save Here First, Prison to Profit. Let's see. And that's all right. Y'all see any other shout outs?
Flipping sports guy.
Yeah.
But hey, buddy.
Yeah. So, well, I guess we'll do a small introduction of what you do, what you sell, what platforms you're selling. We'll keep it brief, just in case nobody knows us.
Mhm.
And
Okay.
I'll let you guys go first, and I'll be the last one. Go ahead, anyone.
Okay, Trish. I'll let Trisha
Uh,
go first.
okay. Well, I'm Trisha from At Home with Trisha on YouTube and also Instagram. My main platform that I sell on is eBay. But I first started off on Poshmark. I've since went back to Poshmark kind of like part time, not as much as eBay, and then a little bit on Macari. I mainly sell like clothing, and then I also started selling books. I really like selling books. Um, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay. Okay. I'm Miss Taffy on YouTube as well as Instagram. So I sell part time. My main niche is electronics, vintage clothing, and I just got some books last weekend, and they sold kind of fast. So now I'm adding books to it. My
Nice.
main platform that I sell on is on eBay and OfferUp. I love local pickups for big items.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
And my name is Leroy from Blood, Sweat, and Sell. I like to sell on eBay, of course, my main platform, and I sell flea markets and swap meets. I do a lot of tools. That's what I really like to sell is a lot of tools. Um, so that's pretty much it for me.
Okay. Hyphy
Um,
Gold. I'm
what's up,
sorry.
Topher? No, what's up,
Yes.
Topher? Thank you. And just so everybody knows, Topher's the one who helped with the thumbnail.
Hmm.
Yeah,
So
Thank you so
he
much.
did
I
good.
got I got the basics done, and he got the rest done for me, and that's the amazing thing. And Miss Taffy and myself said it last week about this community is being able to reach out to somebody and not be afraid. And like,
Hmm.
listen, I know I'm halfway there, but I need a little bit of help.
Yeah,
Do you mind giving me a hand? And he like jumped over hoops for me and did an excellent job.
yeah,
So, again, I said it last week. Don't be afraid to reach out to anybody in the community. It doesn't matter what nationality you are, what race you are. Everybody needs to sort of get along and
Uh-huh.
just understand each other and understand certain
yeah,
things that you wouldn't understand in in other nationalities.
Correct.
So, I mean, myself, I'm black and Irish. So, my dad was black. My mom was Irish. So,
yeah,
I have a little bit of both sides, but I know my place in certain positions. I have a place,
yeah.
you know. So, in reselling, guys, have you seen any places where you feel like you're intimidated, but you're really not?
Mm.
Um, Not really, but there was like this one store that I used to go like sourcing it, and you can kind of like feel it like when you come in, like certain locations or certain people, they wouldn't speak to you, but if someone else comes through the door, they're like, "Oh, hey, good morning, good afternoon," or whatever. You kind of got that little sense. And
Mm-hmm.
at first, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna stop going to this store. But then I had to realize like it's not personal. Like I had to take the personal out of it. Like it's business for me. I'm here so I can make money. Like I can care less how you feel about me. You don't have to say good morning, good evening, or anything to me. I just have to take my feelings out of it. So you get that
Exactly.
sometimes.
Yeah, I on that I feel that especially on my situation, I feel like I just have to sort of show myself in the beginning and then know that I'm a better person and make the situation better for myself. I try not
Yeah,
to assume and just try to work with, with what I can.
yeah, yeah.
Exactly. And I
That's
love
good.
Trisha's mindset of going into it like this is business. You can't take it
Mhm.
personal.
Yeah,
And that's what I do as well when I go to different estate sales, yard sales, anywhere I go. And I try to build relationships too. So then, they have nothing but to respect me.
That
yeah.
relationship,
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
you can adjust somebody's attitude by the
Yes.
relationship that you build.
And I kill them with
Hmm.
kindness.
Yes.
Yeah, killing with kindness.
Yep.
Yep.
And even Dante's in the he's saying fact, and Tommy thinks this is the singles club.
That's why I laughed.
I
He's
did too.
hilarious.
Trisha, I don't know if you know Tommy. I don't know if you know Tommy and Trisha. He has a late night show with Tracy, and it's really it's adult. It's more of an adult show, but they
Okay.
do a lot of Tommy knows a lot, and they do a
Yeah.
lot they do a lot of reselling stuff, but they do other conversation as well.
Hmm.
So you'll see him in the chats, and he'll be Tommy.
So
Yes.
what time
And
does
I
it
said,
come on? Like 11 o'clock or something like that?
I want to. He maybe he'll put in the chat for us. I think it's 10 o'clock. I think it's 10:15 on Tuesdays, and he's been working with his days. So it's like I thought it was Tuesdays and Sundays, but I'm a little confused. So I'm
Okay.
probably the wrong person to answer that.
Okay. What time you let us know? I'll check it out.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But that, like you guys said, I mean, you really have to just in anything. It doesn't matter, but you have to prove yourself and just be the respectful person that you either grew up to be or that you were raised to be.
mhm.
Right.
You know? So, but we'll get a little bit into we'll get into our first part of it, which would be, I think I'm going to go with movies first, and we can each say two movies, and then someone in the people in the chat can also do movies first. So I will let one of you ladies go first, and you could tell us your favorite, pretty much black movie. I mean, or a lot of black cast in the movie. You don't have to say the names, but a movie on that base. There's a lot of them. Um, so you guys can go first.
Okay.
Um, let me think. Oh my goodness. One of my favorite black movies. This is an old movie. It has to be like Lean on Me because I love Morgan Freeman and like so many of what was going on in that movie. Like it was just true. Like what the black community faces, with poverty and teenage pregnancy and things like that. Um, but that was one of the first movies that I saw with things like that going on that I was able to see because I when that movie came out, I don't even know how old I was, but I was pretty young. And then another movie, oh goodness, another black movie that I would have to say, um, Set It Off and
Mm,
Straight Outta Compton. Those are
okay.
Okay.
some of my favorite movies.
Okay.
Okay. I no judgment here. I would have to say Training Day. I love
Oh
Denzel Washington. And John Q.
yeah,
I love how he did
yeah,
anything to, for his son to get the surgery. He was very resilient, and
hmm,
I just love those kind of actors.
yeah.
And again, no judgment. Don't laugh at me, guys. If you listen to my morning show, you already know what I'm going to say. But one of my favorites. is Coming to America.
Hmm.
Oh yeah.
And I can't wait for the new one to come out. But that is, I don't watch a lot of TV, so it would be a lot of older stuff. Um, and like you said, the one that you said, Trisha, that's a good movie as well. But I would,
Mhm.
for myself, I would definitely say Coming to America.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was good.
Yeah,
Yes.
and you have a lot of like the comedy ones too. Um, a couple of them were out from out your way, right? Mustafi. What was a couple of the? There was some of them that were really good. They're probably more famous now than they were when they first came out. Um, and I forget the names of them. Like, well, do you guys remember Colors?
Colors, colors, colors.
No.
Mm,
But I
I,
know you had movies like Boys in the Hood and
yes.
stuff
Yeah.
like that in
Yeah.
yeah.
California.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. You can't
Yeah.
go wrong with Boys in the Hood.
Yeah. Yeah.
I need to catch up on my movies, but I definitely remember Boys in the Hood.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And in the chats of
We got
Dante
Friday.
and Friday. Yep.
Yeah. Oh
Dante
yeah.
or Tommy,
Friday.
if any of you guys have any favorite movies that you guys liked watching growing up, please put it in the chat if you can.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it's it does, I just feel that everybody needs to always don't forget to support. It's not
Mhm.
it's not any race is better than the other race, but if you have a platform, don't be afraid to support it or to
Mhm.
try to support it, because we don't know how long we're going to be here. And if you just try to support stuff, it will help a lot.
Mhm.
Mhm.
So especially, things that are going on in society or have gone on in the last year, um, it bothers me because I just feel like it sort of falls off, and it shouldn't. Stuff shouldn't just fall off.
Yeah.
You should always, remember certain things throughout when you have the platform. So Black History Month, you remember things. It
Correct.
doesn't have to be bad things. It could just be
Mhm.
a movie or an actor or you know anything like that. If last week, Trisha, we did like just people, like business people.
Mhm.
But last week we had did business people. So
Okay.
I just feel that it's very important.
Yeah.
You know.
Now we say
Well.
Um,
thanks. Yes. We
Yeah.
say thanks and keep the information alive,
exactly.
keep them relevant
Mhm.
because they are a part of history at the end of the day.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, yeah. You have to remember your history.
Mm-hmm.
Like my dad said, if you don't know, where you came from, you don't know where you're gonna go. You don't know, what to shoot for. You have to
Mm-hmm.
remember, like, people paved the way for us, rights to vote. I mean, all of those things. Like, we have to remember and be grateful for those things, because we may not be in the position that we're in now if it wasn't for those people.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And I do see a couple of movies in there. Mo said he does remember Colors. And Tommy stole one of my things because I was going to say that Living Color was one of my and
Mm-hmm.
one of the reasons why I really liked that movie or that show was because they actually were diverse. They they
Hmm.
actually they actually did go out and try to get you know whoever they could that was funny. It didn't matter if you were white, black, Asian, Latino. If you were funny, they were looking for you.
Yeah.
And as a family, they did stay with their roots, and they did say, okay, I want to get my family involved. I want to teach my family. And then when they realized they did that well, they reached out and they went outside of their circle, but they always know what the heart of the circle is.
Hmm.
Is Tommy acting up?
Yes, he is.
What did he
I'm
say?
not. I'm trying not to. I'm trying not to read
Oh
it.
my
I'll go back
goodness.
and read it. Yeah, I'll
Was
go
she a
back.
fly girl?
Oh
What's
my
more, fly
gosh.
girl? Who's he looking for? A fly girl?
He asked was I a fly girl.
I knew he's a Tommy. Tommy. I think she. This isn't the singles club. I think everybody here is taking, but She could have been a fly girl. Either one of these ladies could have been a fly girl.
Oh my goodness.
Thanks for the compliment. Like the compliment.
Right. Oh my goodness.
Um, but no, that was that show. I watched the very first show, and I've probably Live in Color. I've probably watched every even. I think there was only 2 seasons, but there could have been 3. I just don't remember. But I definitely know there was 2 seasons, and that was as you guys are there. I might as well jump in because my favorite actor or actress would actually be the Wayans brothers. That's why.
Yeah.
That's why I got when Tommy said that he sort of stole my words, but I don't have to say much more on that. I put 2 in 1, so you guys can go with your favorite actor or actresses.
Mm.
Let me think.
I love Denzel. Yeah, I love me
Yeah,
some
like you.
Denzel.
Yeah, I do too. I don't know.
Actress? Well, she's more new. I love Gabrielle Union. Sanaa Lathan. I'm trying to
Hmm.
think someone more older though.
Yeah, I love like Taraji P. Henson,
Yes.
Regina Hall.
Mhm.
Um, Let me think. Nia Long.
Mhm.
Um, I can't think of anybody else off the top of my head.
You named it. Those are the top. I know. I can't. I
Yeah.
can't either.
You got Oprah. She's really
Oh,
good.
you can't go. Listen, you can't go
Hmm.
wrong.
And
Yeah.
last week we didn't even. I don't know if we mentioned because we had mentioned her as a business owner,
Mhm.
Yeah.
but she's filled more shoes than just a business owner, and she
Oh, yes, she
actually
has.
did plays as well. I mean, I know they're sort of in the same, but she's done movies and playing plays as well.
Hmm.
Very talented. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
She's
she
very,
is.
very
She
yes, a
is.
smart woman. Yes.
Hmm. Yeah,
and
she's very inspirational.
I think so, and you can see you know in a lot of the communities, but you can see sometimes, like I said with the Wayans brothers in the black community, they will try to like keep their people like Gail. Now Gail King is one of Oprah's very good friends, and she does very well on the news. Um,
Hmm.
you know, and she's went way up the ladder. You know,
Hmm.
so I like the idea how if they have that platform that they do stick by and try to bring other blacks into that,
Yes.
build that platform with their platform.
Hmm. Yeah.
That's really good though to see that because nowadays they say we don't, don't like to come together and work together as a team. So it's, that's really good to see. And I don't know, I just seen Tommy post. I don't know how we forgot about Will Smith. Will Smith is also great.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
yeah,
The first,
Hmm.
yeah. And thank you for keeping track of the chat.
no problem. And Regina, hey Regina.
Hi Regina, how are
Hey,
you?
Regina.
Yes. And we know Mr. 10% will be around, or he'll be watching. He'll be watching again. If you guys were watching this at another time, we appreciate you guys coming and check out the show. It means a lot
Hmm.
to us, and we're just trying to use this platform and you know discuss stuff that we want to discuss.
And
So
if y'all can y'all please shake up that thumbs up button for us, please? We appreciate it.
yeah, and um, I don't know if there's any moderators in here that could put some links in. I can't do it right now, but if someone could put some of our links in, I'd appreciate it. Again, we're all learning, so I don't have them in the
Hmm.
description. I'm going to write that down on my notes so I know next time to already have that in the description. So if it doesn't get in here by anyone, it will already be down in the description. So
Okay.
is there anything else that you guys want to talk about? I mean, we still have more time, so I know you guys have something we can talk about. I didn't want to come up with everything. Normally I'm the mouth. So
Um, okay, since I was just meeting you guys, how did you guys get started in reselling? How long have you been doing it?
I will let Miss Taff go first.
Okay. Let me see. I'll give you a little background. I'm 34 years old. I've been reselling for over 10 years. When I was around 21, 22, I opened a cell phone store, and I recently closed it last year, October. So since then, I started reselling because I had to sell. I basically had to liquidate my store. So I was selling
Yeah.
things on OfferUp, and I'm like, hey, I want this income to continue coming in because I'm a full-time social worker as well. So I'm like, how can I get this income coming in? And that's when I went on YouTube, and I was watching Daily Refinement, and I was trying to find an item
Mm-hmm.
that I could put on eBay that sell while I'm asleep. And he went to a
Yeah.
yard sale, and that's when I seen him meet part-time pickers. And I'm like, that looked fun because my
Yeah.
primary job is stressful. So I'm like, hey, I love to shop, so I could kill two birds with one stone. Go to yard sales, estate sales, and I already had the knowledge about like electronics. So I'm like, hey, I might as well just start doing that and resell it online. And I've been
Yeah.
doing that since the last year, like in October. But I
Cool.
was prior to that, I was already selling on eBay, but it just I had stopped.
Yeah. That's cool.
And for myself, I've been over 20 years reselling. I started selling old equipment. I had a landscape business, and I started going to swap meets and yard sales, and flea markets, and then I got into eBay 20 years ago. They used to mail you a money order or a check, and you'd
Mhm.
cash it, and once it cashed, you send them their item. So it's been a
Oh,
while. Yeah. So it's been
it's
a
been a
while.
while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I never had a year off. I always sold, through the years. Different. I had a couple different accounts, but that's pretty much how I've been doing it. How about yourself, Trisha?
Well, I started reselling in 2018, I believe. We had just moved. Well, we were in the process of moving in, and I had all of this stuff from my oldest daughter, like all baby clothes. And I was like, I just need to get rid of this stuff. Like, I'm like, I had a lot of stuff, and I didn't just want to take it to Goodwill and give it away for free. I was like, I can make some money off of it. So when I started on Poshmark, selling that, and once I started selling it, it was like I was like, oh, because I'm a stay at home mom, and I was like, okay, this is how I can make extra money, to help my family or do things that we want to do, like go on trips and things like that.
Hmm.
So I started with that, and just kind of branched off, and I tried like wholesale and liquidation. And like I said earlier, within the last maybe 6 months, I've started selling books, and I've been doing that on eBay and also Amazon. So Amazon, it's really picking up. It's really doing well with the books. But like I said, once I got the first taste of it, and it's like, oh, money come in every
It's
day,
an
and I'm making
addiction.
money pretty much when I sleep. I'm like, yeah, I can do this. So
Yes.
that's just it's history from there.
What do you prefer, Amazon or eBay for books?
I prefer Amazon, but I just
Hmm.
don't like the pay structure on how you get paid. Like, um, it's just really tricky on how they
Hmm.
pay you. Like, they hold the money, whereas with eBay, you get paid weekly, or some people even choose to get paid daily. But with Amazon, you get paid twice a month.
Okay, because I just opened an Amazon account. I'm like, let me get started there as well.
Yeah. It's really a process, especially when you first get started, because they hold your money for like 6 weeks, I want to say it
Ooh,
is, for a new seller. Yeah. They hold it for like 6 weeks. I mean, but after that, you get paid every two
Yeah, but
weeks.
I'll just think about that as an investment. Like my money's sitting there, and I know
Mhm.
it's there. So I just try not to think
Yeah.
about it. But I know, hey, it's gonna come back. So I'll be fine with that.
Yeah. Yeah. But if it's
Yeah.
someone that's just starting out and they're like, I need my capital, it's kind of
Yeah.
hard. It's kind of hard.
You're right. You're right. Hyphy
Hmm.
had a question.
you want to read that out for me, one of you guys?
What do you say?
He said, "Do you guys have other avenues of generating income outside of normal reselling?"
Hmm. No, I don't.
When you say normal reselling, okay.
What
Right
do you
now,
mean? Just like online platforms?
oh, I'm sorry, guys.
I would say, I mean, no, because my other incomes are, well, I guess that's not true, because I like to be a handyman, and I'll build stuff for people. I've been doing it in the community, actually, building shelves and work platforms and stuff. I just went to Atlanta, and I was doing some work for Buffalo Picker Tommy, and I did some work for him at his new warehouse.
Okay.
Mhm.
So again, I reach out to everybody, and I'm trying to build myself. I'm trying to build myself with confidence. It's okay to be different, or you know be who I want to be, and I can resell, and I can try to help people in the same, and then I can do YouTube and get it out there. Um, when did you guys first think about doing YouTube, and what were your thoughts, like when you first video, or what were you guys thoughts?
I actually first started doing YouTube with my daughter. She had a YouTube channel, just little stuff that she was doing. I started when she was maybe 3. She was doing like taekwondo and things like that at the time. So basically, just showing that. Um, But one day I got a comment like on one of her videos, and it was just like it rubbed me the wrong way. And I was like, well, I really don't want my daughter out here and I'm getting these comments because I know me and I know my personality. I'm liable to say something back and I don't want to get out of my character. So I pretty much just stopped doing her YouTube channel. But then when I was like going to YouTube to like research things to sell and what I should be doing or things that are selling. I found it interesting because at the time I didn't really see too many people that looked like me, meaning like women, black women that were
Mhm.
reselling. Since then, especially with the Instagram community, I found a lot of people that looked like me that was doing it. But when I first went to YouTube, I didn't really see too many people that looked like me. So I was like, well, maybe I can do this and show, that a black woman and a stay-at-home mom can do it as well. So that was my primary reason for doing YouTube.
And thank you for that.
It's funny you said that because that's the same thing when I was watching other resellers. I'm like, oh my god, there's no one.
Yeah,
So that was
yeah,
part of my reasoning. And also when I was telling people about like I'm buying things for this amount and selling for this amount, they're like, no, you're not. And I'm like, you know what?
yeah.
I like the camera anyway, and I always go out to eat and things. So I'm like, hey, I might as well start vlogging this and put it on camera so you can see how I do it and maybe inspire you.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yep. Yep.
And that's sort of how I've never done I don't know much about computers and editing, and I I could sell you a house if I have to. Like, I could talk, I
Yeah.
could talk. I'll hustle. I will hustle.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
but when it comes to like editing and doing all that stuff, I was so afraid, and everybody kept telling me, "Hey, you need to do it," and I'm like, "Yeah, yeah, 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 yeah." Well, I had 200 subscribers and no videos, so I'm like,
Mm.
all right, yeah, I think it's my turn.
Yeah.
I think it's my turn. So I started doing short videos. They're still not the best, but
Yeah.
then I'm like I want to be a little different. And I knew a lot of people. Like, a lot of people don't know what I am. They look at me, they're a little confused. um, but I was like, what? I need to show who I am, show myself. And
Exactly.
when me and Miss Taffy were talking for a while, and when it came in my head, it was like overnight, and I was like, I gotta message her, and I messaged her, and I was like, I want to do this for 3 weeks. Are you down? And she's like, Yep. She's like, I am down, and
Mhm.
and I had, like you guys said, I hadn't met a ton of people, and I've I now, like Dante. I've met Dante, lives very close to me, Prisma
Mm-hmm.
Product. And my man's out there, and he don't care who you are. He got his camera, and he pulls his camera out, and he just, like, he's not afraid. And there's so many people. I seen Regina, I seen Derek, I seen
Mm-hmm.
Ellie,
Mhm.
and Buffalo Picker Tommy, and there's just, I didn't realize I felt like in my and the whole time I've been reselling, I felt like I've been by myself in a sense. You know,
Yeah.
I the first time I geeked out because the first person I saw was Buffalo Picker Tommy and Glass City Pickers. They were doing a show and they were black and they like the Steelers and they're like reselling too. I was messaging them like I was a groupie, and they were like, "Who are you?" I'm sorry. My name's Leroy, and we had to go through that whole process. But with you guys, who was the first black person that you started following on YouTube for reselling?
Mine was Derek.
Yeah.
I don't know. It probably was one of them, Derek or Regina.
Yeah.
It probably was one of them.
But I think I was following you first, Leroy. But to be honest, I didn't. I was following you first. I'm sorry. I'm being honest. I'm being honest. I thought about it. I'm like, wait, no, because I didn't know until you told me. But I'm just being honest. I was following you first though, and I started following Derek and Regina.
You see how she does me, guys?
No, I'm sorry. I'm like,
wait.
Got
1 more week. I only got wolf.
No. That's why I had to sit and think about it. I'm like, no. Leroy, of course, first, because then you told me about Derek. Yes.
Yeah.
But I didn't. But yeah.
No, but it actually it opens up your heart and it opens up your mind when you start seeing like-minded people and anyone who's in the chat. We're not discriminating it at all. Like, we appreciate everybody.
Mm-hmm.
I know I do, and I believe these two young ladies do as well. So it's a huge community. I can't. I see Tommy's comments and I want to look down, but I know I can't. I'm gonna be stronger than that. I'll have to go back and watch the video today. But I just feel that everybody supports everybody. But again, with everything that's going on, I don't want nobody to forget, and I want people to be strong together and build each other. And Trisha, I don't know who you talk to right now in the reselling, but again, if you have any questions, like, you can always hit me up on Instagram. And there's so many other people in the chat that and you'll learn that. You'll learn who's there for you. I mean, I didn't ask Topher. He came out and started helping me last week, and so didn't Tracy. Because I was having a problem with my formatting, trying to figure out how to get my thumbnail from Instagram switched over to the format that YouTube uses. And they both sent me things to help me. So it doesn't matter who you are, or like we said before, you definitely just have to you just gotta show yourself and show it's not what everybody, it's not what nationalities are not what everybody makes them look like. There's so many different nationalities in this community as well.
Exactly.
So
it's all about being respectful, being open and honest and relatable to people, in my eyes.
Just be yourself. Just be genuine to who you are.
Exactly.
And that's why I don't mean to cut you guys off, but that's why, Miss Taffy, that's why I tease you. But that's why someone like me, I have to show, because people don't understand or don't know. And then I might get hurt or upset because people, and it's not their fault. It's not their fault that they're not sure who I am. I had showed this the other day, but I'll show it again. And Tommy was talking about it earlier. Miss Taffy, I don't even know if you've seen this, but this is actually me and my dad when I was a little boy.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Okay. So my dad is dark as night. But that's skinny little me, and that was my dad, and he was Leroy as well. And I can't forget that.
Mm-hmm.
You can't.
Does it stink that I have to explain to people? It does, and we said this last week. But if I don't keep explaining, then people might take it the wrong way, and I don't want people to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So, how about with I know I don't, Miss Tuffy, I don't believe you have any children yet. But with children, like when you guys like even your family, how do you explain to your family or if you have children that you can do it, it doesn't matter your race, or they can do it, it doesn't matter their race? Like, what are your thoughts on when you have to go there or if you've had to go there?
What do you mean, like in an instance where somebody may look at you and think that
Yeah,
you're a
it could be a
certain type
soccer
of
team.
way?
It could be a soccer team. It could be you could be on
Mm-hmm.
a soccer team. You could be the only little black girl,
Mm-hmm.
or like you in your family. They're like, well, black people don't resell. No,
That's yeah. It's funny you say that because everybody was looking like, huh? You go to yard sales, but they don't know. Like people don't know. Like I said
Mm-hmm.
last show, I grew up in people call it a bad neighborhood, Compton, California, and I went to college. I got my degree. I owned a business, and now I'm helping children so that grow up, not so good neighborhoods and households. Period. I'm helping them, make sure their environment is safe for them. So it's a good feeling. I just talk to them like, hey, you can do anything you put your mind to, because I
Mm-hmm.
had plenty of walls against me. I was sleeping on floors, but I made a way out of no way. I and if I could do it, hey, you just keep that drive and keep going.
yeah, because it's funny. You'll see like aunts and cousins,
Look
and
it up.
I try to explain to like aunts and cousins, and they don't get it. They don't.
Mm-hmm.
They're just like, but money is money. I'm sorry.
But
Yeah.
they ask you to borrow some money, the quickness.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh,
I don't
I'm
I'm
have
not.
just
it. I don't got
Go ahead, go ahead. Oh, she said she don't got it.
it. Mm-mm.
She said she don't got it. But it's again, I think in the main scheme of things, it's very important to like Trisha said and like Miss Taffy said, be true to yourself,
mhm,
no matter your race, your weight, your way you look. You wear
Mm-hmm.
glasses, you don't wear glasses, you got braids, you don't have braids. Just be yourself.
mhm,
Yep.
And it's funny because a lot of um, I'm just gonna be real. But a lot of black women didn't really didn't really want people to see that the hair is curly until COVID, and now COVID, you're seeing people and they're rocking their real hair and they look so pretty. And to me, it's just I know you guys are like Leroy, where are you going with this? But it's
But a lot of women are natural. Leroy, I'm gonna be honest. A lot of women, it's like
Mm-hmm.
a lot of women are natural now. If I had the time to do it, I would try. But I'm
it's a
trying
lot
to
of
work out and stuff, so braids is my go to.
yeah.
Oh
But
yeah, it's a
natural
lot of time.
a natural is a trend now, Leroy.
No, I know
Uh,
that.
yeah,
But I'm saying like with COVID, it would a lot of people sort of had to as well.
correct.
'Cause my
COVID
wife,
changed a lot.
yeah,
Oh
my wife,
yeah.
my wife had to go natural, and she never liked it to. She never liked to at all, and now, so that's how and you're pretty no matter what. You know what I
Mhm.
mean?
Mm-hmm.
You just figure it out. You're pretty no matter what. What would Regina say? Regina said, "I'm natural and I love
It's a job.
it."
Oh yeah. Regina got a lot of hair.
She does too. She does too. And and I hope I was not a place, but I'm just real. Like that's me.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid to.
Yeah.
It's nothing. It's nothing ignorant or mean, but a lot of people don't realize. What
Mm-hmm.
did Bluegrass say? Leroy is sweet. See, man. Oh, jeez, man. uh, but again, if anybody's going back watching this, we appreciate it very much.
Yes. Thank you. Thank
You
you.
guys have been here this long.
Mm-hmm.
Watching us is 40 minutes in. You guys are still here. You didn't find something else to do.
Key
Um,
line. COVID. But I don't know. I try to be optimistic about COVID and how it affected all of us, to be honest. Like working from home, spending time with family, it's helped a lot.
Yeah, I'm
Uh-huh.
not reading the comments because
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh yeah. I got gray all up here, girl.
you ain't got no gray.
Yes, I do. I need to get a little closer to this camera. You
Look,
can't see it.
you
You
can't
look
see.
good. You
Yeah,
look good.
Thank you.
I think it was good. I got look at all this gray I got. This only nappy hair I got left.
Oh,
Oh
I
my
ain't got no hair.
goodness.
I got no hair on top. When I was growing up, I had a little afro, and I remember the first time I went to a barber shop, and they didn't really work. They didn't really work on black people's hair, and so
oh.
they weren't really sure how to like get because I wanted a box because
Uh-huh.
it was back in the kid and play days. So I wanted a high top, and they didn't really know how to do it. So I learned at that point. I learned you just got to say what you want, and if that doesn't work, then you have to go somewhere where you can be accommodated correctly.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I mean, some of um my favorite pastime, like something that if I'm down and out, I don't got no hair up here, but I got my little bit of beard, and I go to the barber shop and I'll sit there with the boys, and it's fun. It makes my day because they crack
Uh-huh.
up. Like you see in America, they they act up. They act like that all the time in every black barber shop you go to.
Mm-hmm.
The
So
girls we act up
The beauty
sometimes.
salon too.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say yeah. It depends what day.
it
Uh-huh.
depends on who you have.
As a stylist too, it depends on the salon,
Mm-hmm.
but we have fun too. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we do.
or it depends who comes in. Because if Aunt Betsy comes in and she be acting up,
Ooh.
and then
Oh yeah.
the whole place will turn.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
But I know if you guys have any closing comments or closing things you'd like to say, it's getting close to 45 minutes, and I know you guys have Miss Trisha. I know you have children, and Miss Taffy. I know you run it all the time. So, and I got
Um,
some listing to do. I got some listing to do.
I need to do that too.
Yeah. So you guys, I'll leave the floor for you guys, and then I'll close up.
I'll just piggyback off what, we were saying earlier. I mean, for anyone out there, what career or whatever path that you're taking, just be genuine, just be your most authentic self, and, have patience, and just remember that your timing is not God's timing. And, everything is going to work out in the end for the best. Just keep on pushing, keep grinding, keep hustling, and just keep putting in the work.
Yes. Yes. No, that was good, Trisha. I would say, my that's gonna be hard to follow up,
Right?
but I'll say remain optimistic. Continue to work hard, have a good support system, and just smash your goals. And if ever you feel down, you can reach out to me or anybody. I'm here to encourage others because, like I said, I didn't have nobody to encourage me, especially another reseller. Because
Yeah.
but just reach out and keep doing what you're doing.
Guys, that's awesome. You guys are awesome. I appreciate you guys doing this with me. We have one more week. Next week is our last week. And I hope everyone in the chat comes back next week or tell someone, this can be encouraging to someone else. So
Yes.
I really appreciate everybody in the chat. I really appreciate these two young ladies for
No, thank you.
working with
Thank
me
you.
doing this. And if you're watching this back, thank you so much, guys. And until next week, same time, same channel. Yeah, please smash that like button. We'll see you guys. Thanks everybody.
Thank you guys.
Bye.
Peace
See y'all.
and blessings.